Hello there everybody, how's everyone doing today? I just thought I'd make a quick video today showing off some of these rocks that I picked up at the local rock store, the gem shop out there in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. And got some Botswana pre-tumbled. Sorry, it's a Saturday and it's the afternoon and everyone's outside doing yard work. The Botswanas with these colors, I noticed, tend to be really awesome when you cut them open on the inside. So I grabbed a few of these. They don't really look like much on the outside, but when you cut them open, they're pretty awesome. This one had some nice colors in it. I actually got some Botswanas that just got done tumbling today, so I'll be making a video of those shortly. Here we have some Sarape Jasper. That's pretty wild. It has like flame fire in there. That's awesome. Really cool. Not worked with this before, so we'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna tumbling some Jasper next, so this is definitely priority. Really pretty. Here we have some Coyamito nodules and pieces. A lot of these are like hollowed out on the inside. A lot of them are purple. You can get some pseudomorphs, and these also. These are really cool agates. They don't look like much now until you cut them open. You can see some purple in there. So yeah, these Coyamitos are some of my favorites. Just gifted some of these away last week. I hope they enjoy them. Really cool stuff. This here is some agate from South Dakota. I think it's called a Fairburn agate. Looks alright. Only got a few pieces. There wasn't a whole lot to choose from. Wasn't too much, so figured why not. This one had some cool banding in there. I've heard this can be a hard agate to find, so I'm probably never going to South Dakota to look for agates. So here we have some merlinite. Some dendritic opal. I've tumbled this before. This turns out really nice. It looks a lot like Montana agate. And this one I'm going to be gifting out shortly. I gotta run to the post office here, so fortunately it's a nice day and the sun's cooperating, so I'm able to make a video of some of these rocks before I start cutting and polish them and gifting them away. Here we have a bunch of Swazi agates. This This one I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work on, but you can see it's got some really pretty colors in there. So we'll see how that turns out. So it's got some nice colors in there, so it's got this pretty rough edge here, but I think I can work around that. I think we'll be able to come up with some nice material in there, hopefully. Yeah, it's got some really pretty colors in that one. Really had to go searching through the barrel to find this little guy, but this is a nice one there. It's got nice banding on it. So yeah, a lot of these I'm gonna be sending out to Jeremiah Ragnar Rocks, Captain Cortez. I think I'm gonna give him this guy here too. So let's see what he can do with that. I know he loves to tumble rocks and he does an awesome job. So here we have some purple passion. That's pretty wild. I love this stuff. Some of them are kind of funky looking, get some weird shapes, but they seem to tumble up pretty nice. You know, of course, all this other stuff just wears away. Yeah, I love this stuff. Real pretty. Some beautiful purple colors in there. Here we have some rather expensive stick agate. I think this is Indonesian stick agate, not Turkish stick agate. But that is pretty awesome. So yeah, we're curious to see how this stuff turns out. It has a strange kind of chalky rock, on the outside, but I think it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah, this stuff was rather expensive. I didn't realize how much until I went to pay for everything, and I was like, what? And then I looked and I saw this was the most expensive one in there, but yeah, I couldn't help myself. It just looked so awesome. I had to have it. We'll see what we can do with it. Probably have to cut these into some pieces, smaller pieces, to start slabbing it here and see if we come up with something cool. So I've never worked with this stuff before, and I've never really seen any pictures of it online or heard anybody talking about it, but I just seen it at this rock shop. I opened the lid and I saw inside and I was like, what is this stuff? This one's really pretty. I'll have to tumble this one pretty soon. The perfect one to tumble. Alright. Here we have, now this is actually the most expensive stuff that I have. This is some Chinese fight blood agate. And I'm really going to have to think about how I cut these, because these were $50 a pound, people. This is a little less than a pound here, so this is almost $50. There's like $38 worth of. So each one of these is, you know, about $10. So Doesn't look like anything, but I'm sure when you cut it open it's going to be wild. So yeah, I'm just going to have to really think about where I cut these open. Might do that later today, I'm not sure. But these last ones here are Sumatra agates from the Philippines. Never heard of these ones either, but I just was browsing around downstairs in their basement and I came across this. So cut it open and see what beauties lie inside here. Alright, I was thinking about cutting open some stuff here. Got some geodes here. I got those fight blood agates, Coyamitos, and this Indonesian stick agate. So still not entirely certain about this one, where to cut it or whatever, but I'm going to cut this one here right down the middle, just to see what's going on inside there. Definitely going to cut that one. And this fight blood one here, I'm definitely going to cut that. I see this little ridge here, so I'm going to cut it along that along this ridge here, and hopefully there's something cool in there. We'll see. Alrighty, here's everything that I got cut yesterday. I cut one of the geodes. I cut open 3 of the fight blood agates, a bunch of the Coyamitos, and these 2 Indonesian stick agates. It was getting kind of late yesterday and it was raining out, so I had to put off showing them off until today. So let's take a look at them in the sunlight here and see what we got. Very pretty. Very happy with this stuff. Here's the other one. Yeah, that's real pretty. Just love that honey golden color. It's pastel yellows and really pretty. Alright, so that's the Indonesian stick agates. Let's check out this little geode here. Not bad. See, like some blue chalcedony or something there. Some little crystals in there. That's a pretty one. I like it. Yeah, I didn't want to cut open all my geodes. I figured I'd save some for another time. And here we got these bunch of Coyamitos. This is the last one I cut open yesterday. This is a really nice one. Not an amazing one, but it's okay. Yeah, sorry, my neighbor's outside doing some work. That's pretty neat. I'll have to check these out with the UV light. Let's see how they look. Pretty interesting. Got some like purplish yellow colors in here. Really cool. Like that one. This one turned out to be really cool. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, where to cut it really, but that's really nice. That's a pretty good one, I'd say. Yeah, I was kind of surprised on that one. Yeah, my maple tree here casts a lot of shade in my backyard, so that's why I have to keep walking over there. The sunlight's actually peeking through. Yeah, first I cut this one and I got into this gritty stuff here, and so I had to try cutting it again so I could get a nicer piece. I like it. It's got some nice purple in that one. Don't really look like much when you're, you know, just like this, but these are going to polish up nicely. Some of these I'll just throw in the tumber, some of them I'll run the flat lap. That's really cool. This last one here is probably my favorite Coyamito that I cut. Sometimes the tiniest ones are the best ones, best looking agates. That is awesome. Wow. That is stunning. That's why I love this Coyamito. Sometimes you get something like this and it was like, bam. It's gorgeous. Very nice. Alright, here we have the fight blood agates. It's very interesting. Real pretty yellows in there. Not bad. It's not as amazing as I'd hoped, but you know, still pretty cool. I like it a lot. This is the first one I started cutting, and I'm not so sure it's a fight blood agate, but I mean I really wouldn't know if it was or if it wasn't, but Sorry about that. Airplane flying overhead there. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that amazing, is it? It's alright. Well, alrighty. I guess we'll save the best for last. This one turned out really cool. Let's check this out. That I like a lot. That's real pretty. That's gorgeous. There's that red I was looking for. I almost cut this one the other way, but something told me just to cut this one down the other way. Cut this one. You know, usually I cut the rocks going long ways, but this one I cut down the width, down the middle. I'm glad I hesitated and changed my mind. That's awesome. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, take care and rock on. Alright, well, I'm standing at my slop sink down at the basement, and I was going to see if any of these rocks were UV reactive, and come to find out, we had one of them in there that was pretty reactive, another one that was a little bit, but anyways, I'd like to share that with you guys real quick, so let's check it out. This is a 365 nanometer little flashlight here from a lone fire. You can see a little bit of reaction on the Indonesian stick agate. I'm sorry. Not really a whole lot, just a little bit. And these little geodes, they actually have the same light as like a black light. It doesn't really show up on the phone here, but looking at it, it's like a really deep purple. So that's kind of weird. I've tested other quartz crystals and they don't really have that purplish, but it's not capturing on the phone here. Anyways, you can see these fight blood agates here. I don't know if there's a little bit of sodalite or something in there, but then we have these ones here. Let's see it better there. And that guy there. So these two are really putting out some. Oh, it's like a purplish reddish kind of color. Really interesting. Not really a whole lot going on with the other ones. Everything's real faint, but this guy here is definitely the most reactive, so let's turn the lights back on and see which one that is. And it's actually this guy. And this was the first one that I cut open yesterday, and it was in the bin with the Chinese fight blood agate, and you know, I cut it and I'm like, what is that? You get that sometime with agates, you know, not everything's going to be amazing. You never know until you cut it open. And if somebody knew it was going to be amazing, they probably would have bought it before me. So, you know, but anyways, yeah, that one's actually really cool. You know, sorry about all the grind marks on there. They're not polished, or, you know, I just cut them yesterday. But yeah, they were really reacting there, and these ones just really looked awfully purple, but I'm still not 100% certain these are reactive. It might have just been the whiting or something, but yeah, these two guys were the most reactive. This one here looked like it maybe had some sodalite or something in there. It was just glowing that orange color. I'll have to do some research on this and see why that was reacting the way it was. So, anywho, it was cool to see that. Just wanted to share that with everybody.